Hi team, as promised, here is a video on getting planned for working remotely with your customers, getting things together and a bit organised. So I've spent quite a lot of time doing this in the last couple of days, and I just thought I would share with you what I've got planned, and then you can pinch bits of it that are relevant for you and work with me in the event that I've set up on Facebook. And one-to-one, if that's better, if you're not a Facebook user, to make a game plan that works for you. So this piece of paper that I'm showing you here, let's just home in. First of all, it is my customer plan, and I just want to show you some elements of that. Now, I know many of you have got a situation where actually you're not in touch really clearly with what your customers want, and getting your systems sorted out with lists of customers in emails and WhatsApp groups and that kind of thing. So first of all, make a list of your customers and then connect with them personally first. And it's good to know why you're being in touch. So obviously you just want to make connection first and ask how they are. But before you make those conversations, you're going to ask yourself the question that's at the top of this list here. Which contact systems am I going to use? So I'm using a Facebook group, email lists and WhatsApp broadcast lists. So if you want to know more about broadcast lists, let me know and I can explain those to you, or start a conversation in the event in Facebook. But the reason I've chosen those systems is that different customers want different forms of communication. And the way that I position that with customers is I say to them that email is sort of general, overarching communication. I might do that maybe once a month, and I would give lists of dates of things sort of well in advance. WhatsApp broadcast lists enable me to get communication out quickly, or reminders and prompts to customers. And actually, if you're going to use WhatsApp broadcast lists, I would suggest you separate your customers who are close to you with the customers who are far away. And then Facebook group is obviously much more visual, so I can use that for posting pictures of products, do Facebook lives, and set up events from that for my customers. So which communication channels will I use is your first question. And then, of course, you can ask them which of those they want to choose from, and just explain to them the benefits of each one in the way that I've just done with you just now, whichever options you're going for. And then certainly what I've needed to do, and I'm continuing to do, is that I need to refresh those lists according to their preferences. Some of the people I've spoken to have changed their minds. Their situations are different, so actually they're now using WhatsApp whereas they weren't before, and it's just refreshed their contact with me and made me feel a bit more alive to them, I think. So just get organised with that list, and then ask them if they want to be part of what you're planning for your customers. Second stage of communication is for you to work out what you're actually offering. So here's my list of things. I want to do some well-being posts so that I'm not actually selling product, I'm just promoting holistic well-being, especially at this strange and confusing new normal that we're beginning to find. I'm going to do, through Facebook events, I'm going to do remote parties or workshops depending on which vibe I want to create, and I'll explain more about that in a separate video. I'm going to do Zoom socials for my customers so that we've just got the chance to get together with a Zoom link. I'm calling them socials, so using Zoom as a way of just seeing each other's faces. They're completely free to customers, and I'm not going to be selling or openly promoting product, and I'll tell you more about what I'm going to do with those in a minute in another video. We have free postal delivery happening at the moment, and that is for any orders that are over £40 that are customer orders in a customer order of a party in the normal ordering system, or a customer order of over £40 that's gone through your replicated website. And of course that will include orders that are part of the online party link, And if you don't know what that means, that will be in a separate video as well. I want to do some sampling, and those are going to be structured to my Facebook events. So you'll hear more about those when I tell you about those. I'm doing an Instagram refresh because I've actually been doing an Instagram course. So I'm very much in process on refreshing and working on my Instagram account to make that a lot more exciting and up to date. So I want to, when I'm talking to customers, see if they're on Instagram, whether they want to follow me, and you can see that it's got an incentive to tag people. That means that if my customers encourage a friend to tag and tag them to my Instagram account, then obviously there would be nice goodies for them for doing that. So recommending me and promoting me, basically. I'm going to do a Facebook refresh on the group that I've got there, because that's a bit static, to say the least, pretty much dead in the water. So we need to see what the take up is of that and get that going if they want it. And then I'm going to do a remote open house, which is basically to shift the stock that I've got, and that will be a separate video as well. Okay, so let's go to number 3 on my list. So connection and organisation. This is about me getting sorted in my diary. So what I'm going to do then is, to get these events going, is to have some personal contact with those people who've expressed an interest in being part of them. And then I'll do more general communication on the dates and events through the communication channels that I've talked about with WhatsApp, email and Facebook. And then in my diary, I need to have scheduled time to plan those events and the socials, and posting out samples if that's applicable to that event. So I think one of the key things that I've learned over the years is it's all very well to hold the event, but you have to just really diarise the time to do the planning. And then I'm going to space them out well in my diary so that I've got time to process orders and follow up between the sessions. I'm imagining you all pausing this video and basically writing out my list, but I would encourage you just to review it and make it relevant for you. So the 4th step is to review and plan, because obviously the situation we're in at the moment is an ever-changing feast, and as I go, I'm just going to keep checking in. So what I've done is I've planned sort of the next few weeks out in my planning and my themes, but that is subject to change as we need, and then obviously after those next few weeks are done, I shall start again and plan new things according to what has been popular. So definitely think about incentivising for including other friends and contacts that your customers have got. Keep refreshing your contact details. Having worked so hard at point number 1 to get the list together, just keep that alive, and obviously keep adding new people who become customers along the way. It's been really nice to add new people as customers for sought after products. Defence Hand Spray has definitely been one of those. I know the company are striving so hard to be creative to get that product to us, but what I'm finding is that as I've been able to promote that to new people, they're then interested in other products that we sell. So just keep adding those people to your contact list as they want. And then don't forget to keep sending out general communications. So when the company send out new information about anything, obviously, just don't take your eye off the ball of that. Stay close to the WhatsApp communications and Facebook and email communications coming out from leaders. All right, so I hope that helps in getting your customer plan together. And then what I'll do is, in a separate video, is talk about the different themes that I've got planned, and hopefully some of those will be useful to you too, and we can do some input together on those themes if they're helpful for you with your customers.